evening and welcome to USL Championship action on ESPN Plus from Dignity Health Sports Park, Track and Field Stadium in Carson, California. It's LA Galaxy 2 versus Reno 1868 FC. With Mike Nelson, I'm Troy Barty. Thanks for joining us on this midsummer Saturday night. The visitors come into tonight on a 4-game winning streak and currently sit second in the Western Conference on 35 points with a 10-4-5 record. Meanwhile, it's been a busy week in Los Dos land. On Monday, team announced they sent Frank Lopez on loan to San Antonio FC, and just yesterday the news broke that LA Galaxy 2 head coach Mike Munoz and staff were relieved of their duties. In comes Juan Carlos Ortega as Director of Methodology and Development. His first order of business was naming Galaxy assistant Junior Gonzalez, who is the interim head coach tonight. Lots to get to tonight is LA Galaxy 2 versus Reno 1868 FC. Starting lineups and kickoff coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able and kindly remove any hats.
We respect the past
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet, but here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Welcome back to Carson as we are moments away from kickoff. Let's get to those starting 11s and see how Ian Russell's Reno 1868 line up, Mike Nelson.
So we're going to start off with a goalkeeper, number 12, Matt Bersano in the back. And then in the back line, we also have Duke Lacroix on the left side, number 11. Number 2, Emra Clementa in the center. Zach Carroll, number 5. And also we have Jacob Akinyirgri, number 29. In the midfield, we have number 22, Siad Haji. Number 8, Will Seymour. And then number 23, Sam Gleedle. And then we also have Gilbert Fuentes, number 29. Up top, we have number 21, the leading goal scorer with 9 goals, Corey Herzog. And also number 9, Daniel Masamuski.
And for Los Dos this evening,
for the goalkeeper, Los Dos, we have number 41, Justin Vomsteeg. In the back line, we have number 69, Justin Vittis, 63, Michael Gallagher, 20, Thomas Hilliard Arce, and number 33, Nate Schultz. In midfield, we have number 52, Kai Kareniak, number 47, Jose Hernandez, number 30, Don Chilau, Carlos Harvey, 67, and number 72, Ernesto Walker. And then all alone up top, number 48, Augustine Williams.
and that's how they'll line up tonight here in Carson. Head coach for Reno 1868 is Ian Russell, the 43-year-old from Seattle, Washington. Had a brief stint with the Galaxy actually in 2007, but spent all those years with the San Jose Earthquakes, and that's why he is the coach of their affiliate team, Reno 1868 FC. And as we mentioned, Junior Gonzalez was named interim head coach of Los Dos yesterday. Be exciting to see how he handles this match. against Reno 1868. Some players to watch for this evening has to be for Reno 1868. Corey Herzog has 9 goals, 4 assists on the season. A real headache for any defensive line. For the Galaxy, Carlos Harvey scored in his last game on July 4th in Las Vegas, has added a real bite to that midfield since returning from the U20 World Cup. Los Dos are going to need his presence in the middle to climb up those Western Conference standings tonight, Mike. And what are you hoping to see from Los Dos?
I hope a good defensive effort. You know, Reno has scored 11 goals in their last 4 games on a 4-game winning streak, so I hope to see a good defensive effort. You know, Galaxy haven't played in over 2 weeks, so they're well rested.
And Junior Gonzalez has played his college career at UCLA, of course, before coaching all those years at UC Riverside, assistant coach with Chivas USA, Seattle Sounders 2, and of course the LA Galaxy. And now Junior Gonzalez finds himself as interim head coach of Los Dos. Looks like we're finally ready to kick this one off here in Carson. Daniel Ratchak is your center referee this evening. Galaxy are in there all white. We'll be going from left to right, and we're underway. Reno in their all blues going from right to left. And we're finally underway here in Carson. Another beautiful Southern California evening. Perfect night for some soccer. Now Reno building out of the back. They played midweek, so a lot of squad rotation in Ian Russell's side. Seeing 4 changes from their Wednesday come from behind victory in Oklahoma City. Down 2-0 at the half. 1868 roared back, scoring 3 unanswered and getting the victory in their first of 3 road matches. Tonight being the second before they travel down to Orange County Wednesday. Reno now and Los Dos half of the field, earning themselves a throw-in.
Looks like the ball went out of bounds. Reno trying to take advantage. Maybe gets a scoring opportunity. Although it looks like maybe they're going to get a free kick, actually. Looks like a foul or handball was called. So Reno gets an early chance on a free kick to maybe take the lead.
And it was last week Reno conceded in the first 60 seconds of their match. Let's see if they can score first themselves here at Dignity Health Sports Park with a wide free kick. Looks like Akanyeri will be set to take. We have the 2 center backs and the 2 forwards looking to make their runs in the box with Herzog and Musovski, with Carroll and Clementa looking to run on into the area. Looks like we're finally set to resume play.
A yellow card caution has been issued by the referee to LA Galaxy 2's number 63, Michael Gallagher, in the 2nd
Michael
minute.
Gallagher actually was issued the yellow card, and now we're underway as the ball is sent into the area, cleared away quite easily by Nate Schultz.
Good clearance by Schultz. He's been solid all season for the Galaxy 2. Has been a constant in that starting 11. So not a surprise to see him once again out there, even though the Galaxy 2 have a new coach.
Playing in his 19th game, making his 18th start is Nate Schultz. Has a nice ball into the corner for Don Chilau as he whips in a nice looking ball for Augie Williams, who nearly gets on the end of that. And once again, Galaxy look to have a shot on goal from distance. Ernesto Walker, excuse me, that was Carlos Harvey getting in on the action early.
Yeah, good opportunity for Augie Williams. He jumped high in the air, used his size to take advantage. Duke Lacroix, much shorter than Augie Williams, so just unfortunately not a goal there for the Galaxy.
Nice to see Ernesto Walker and Carlos Harvey in that midfield together. as a nice ball is sent in. Doesn't quite find Augie Williams as Kai Koreniuk sent in his left foot, and it would be a corner for Los Dos. It will be Jose Hernandez looking to set the take on that far side.
A good clearance by Clementa to head that away. Augie Williams was all alone in the box.
And now you can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Los Dos players standing inside the box. And here comes the end swinger from Hernandez. Nearly makes its way to the far post. Tomas Hilliard Arce getting his head on it, but going out for a throw in, or excuse me, goal kick.
A good opportunity for the Galaxy there. Hilliard Arce found a space. Unfortunately, not a goal, but the Galaxy liked their start. They're aggressive, trying to look for a goal. As you can see on the replay, the ball just goes wide. And here come the Galaxy again.
Walker for Schultz. Hernandez. Walker and Harvey. Two big boys occupying the center of that midfield. Gained a lot of experience this summer playing in that U20 World Cup. Both of them showed very well for themselves. And Los Dos missed them while they were gone, no doubt about it. So it's nice to have them back contributing. Bersano plays it out. Los Dos only pressuring with Williams as of now. There's a nice switch from Carroll all the way to this near side in front of the Reno bench for Haji. Duke Lacroix. Haji and Lacroix. Some nice passing, nice 1-2 combination play. Herzog. You'll see him checking back to the ball with his back to goal quite often. A real good hold-up player for them. 9 goals, 4 assists for Corey Herzog.
And you see Will Seymour kind of pushing back at the start of this game, one of the midfielders for Reno, trying to help out in that defensive effort.
Got a look there at Junior Gonzalez, the interim head coach, formerly head coach of RGV Toros. So a nice opportunity for him in this interim role. Galaxy 2 applying some pressure, top of the 18. The shot goes, looks like pushed wide. A nice effort from Koreniuk and parried away by Bersano. And it'll be another Los Dos corner kick.
You take a look at the replay. Kai Koreniuk is able to create some space, takes a shot, and a big save by Bersano. That was going in, so good save for the Reno goalkeeper.
Hernandez almost plays it short. He elects not to play Schultz. Here comes the outswinger. Augie Williams can't get his head on it. Nearly does. Cleared away for a Los Dos throw-in. Two 17-year-olds in the lineup for Reno tonight. Gilbert Fuentes and Jacob Akinyeri. See if Galaxy 2 can take advantage of the youngsters tonight. Koreniuk trying to weave his way through the defense. Good idea, but a Bersano goal kick in the end. Reno building out of the back. Will Seymour. You can see the Galaxy not electing to press here early. Now ball's out wide for Sam Gleadle, who's been playing very well for 1868. Sam Gleadle, 4 goals, 3 assists on the year. And the ball's sent in over Justin Baumsteig's net for a Los Dos goal kick.
It looked like that cross was went too far, and of course Baumsteig had to keep a good eye on it because that ball could have maybe fell in that net. 9th minute, still scoreless. It's been a pretty even game so far.
LA Galaxy 2 throwing in front of the Reno bench. As you can see, Ian Russell get up out of his seat. And a nice play by Lacroix. Haji finds, and the ball is deflected, and it goes in the net. A Musovsky shot ricochets off Corey Herzog, and the visitors find the breakthrough in the 10th minute.
Yeah, just an unfortunate play for the Galaxy. You can't really blame Justin Baumstieg there, as that ball took a deflection, a shot from Musovsky. We'll take a look at the replay here as Haji finds Musovsky in an open space, and it looks like it goes off maybe a Galaxy defender or Herzog there, and it goes into the net. It's another look, and it looks like it goes off a Galaxy defender, and so it could be credited as an own goal. Just an unfortunate goal when the Galaxy looked like they might have got something going, and here comes an attack for the Galaxy.
Indeed. Corey Herzog was celebrating. Looked like it was off him. It was not. Definitely off Los Dos defender. Didn't necessarily look like that ball was headed on target, so you're right, that could be considered an own goal. We'll see how it is scored. Nonetheless, Galaxy 2 find themselves down early here in Carson.
A perfect start for Reno. They lead 1-0 here on the road. A team that's won 4 straight, and another win on the road would be huge. A team that is right now 2nd in the Western Conference, and is 3rd in the USL Championship. So a team that has been one of the best all year in the league, and could be making a deep playoff run. As here comes Reno.
Haji cutting inside. Shot is deflected. This time it bounces out. And now Carroll dumps it into the corner for Lidl. Can't quite catch up.
And Carroll did a good job there stopping the attack for the Galaxy. Fortunately, not a good cross there, looking for his teammate.
Justin Fittis on that far left-hand side, along with Michael Gallagher, Tomas Hilliard-Arce, and Nate Schultz along that back line.
You see Reno still looking for another goal. All their players are past the midpoint line of the field. They've scored 11 goals in their last 4 games, so they're not going to sit back here, even though they lead 1-0 on the road.
41 goals scored this year for 1868. 27 goals conceded for a +14 goal differential. Very, very solid. Those are the type of numbers that will find you on top of the Western Conference. Now Nate Schultz. Ball goes back and forth in the midfield. Fuentes and Carlos Harvey get tangled up.
Yeah, since the Reno goal, Galaxy haven't really been able to get 5 passes in a row here. As they pick up a steal, we'll see what Kareniak can do.
Kareniak has Williams and Hernandez to his right. He elects to go at it himself. Augie Williams can't quite catch up to that cross through the 6. And it looks like Kareniak remains down.
You see on the replay, nice run from Kareniak. Carroll looks like he might have got a grab there, but it was looking for Augie Williams on that right side. Fortunately, unable to get to it. No call from the referee. We move on.
And nice to see Kai on his feet, running it off as Matt Bersano set to take the goal kick in his 11th start. He has 2 shutouts on the year. On loan from the San Jose Earthquakes, their affiliated club. Williams battling. Be Hilliard-Arce who tracks back. Pressured again by Herzog, who gets a foot on it. Be a Los Dos throw in.
Yeah, it's been kind of a quiet night so far for Herzog. He's been pressuring, but ball hasn't really come to him. He's leading goal scorer for the Reno 1868 team.
Chalao, 1v1. Gets his cross in, looking for Williams. Ball makes its way all the way through the 18, falls top of the box. Now Chalao trying to get through 3 Reno defenders and cannot. And in the end, Bersano easily collects.
Yeah, that Chalao cross, luckily for Reno, that ball took a deflection and ended up going wide and stayed inbounds. Looked like it could have gone for a corner kick. As we take a look at the replay, Chalao with some nice ball skills, takes a deflection and goes just wide of the net.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. 15 minutes here in Carson. Los Dos find themselves down to Reno 1868. It was a deflected shot that got past Justin Vomsteeg in the 10th minute. And that's how we have arrived to this point. Alongside Mike Nelson, I'm Troy Barty. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus. Be a throw-in for Los Dos on the far sideline.
And Jose Hernandez did a good job there to win the throw-in for the Galaxy, as he played it off the Reno defender.
And winners of 4 straight. Undoubtedly, Reno 1868, one of the hottest teams in the championship.
Now, on the other hand, the Galaxy have only won 1 of their last 10. So they're desperately looking for a win here, this Galaxy 2 team.
Hernandez and Chalao pressuring the Reno defense. Ernesto Walker does a nice job. As Nate Schultz finds himself in an advanced role, and the ball gets played back as far as Hilliard Arce, who runs out of real estate, and Reno takes a quick throw in. Good idea with the quick restart. Defended well by Hilliard Arce.
He's able to win a throw-in. Ball went off of the Reno player.
Gallagher takes away from Gleedle. Fittis on a nice run, gets all the way inside the area. The ref pulls back the play where the foul occurred, which is just on the very top of the edge of the 18. A dangerous spot for Los Dos.
Yeah, nice run by Justin Fittis, though, getting through all the Reno defenders, and that's a good call by the referee, is that foul occurred outside of the box. He fell in the box, but it happened outside of the box.
And you can see the speed on Fittis,
Yellow card caution
making light work of a few Reno players.
In the 18th minute.
Zach Carroll was caught a little flat-footed there. In the end, a good foul, as Fittis was nearly in on goal.
And Zach Carroll picked up the yellow, so first yellow for Reno. 2 yellows so far issued in this game.
From the top of the area, about 19 yards away, it'll be Jose Hernandez standing over it, making his 11th start this year. Daniel Radchik having words with the Reno wall. So far, restarts have been taken quite slowly. Now, finally, Hernandez on his right foot, puts it in on goal. Nearly finds the top corner. Just in that side netting, gave the fans a scare there for a quick second. A good effort. Nonetheless, Reno 1868 avoid some danger here in the 19th minute.
And you take a look at the replay, that ball just went centimeters wide of the net. Just unfortunate for the Galaxy. They could have tied up this game. Jose Hernandez with a great shot on the side of the wall, and it unfortunately didn't go in.
Now, Reno. Lacroix. For Haji. Lacroix plays it back. Clementa. Some of you LA Galaxy fans remember. Imra Clementa. Now Haji on this near side. Goes 1v1 versus Schultz, who does very well. Now Herzog. Gets ran out by Don Chilao. Nice defense by Los Dos. Ball chipped in. Cleared away by Schultz. And they give up a fairly easy corner there.
And so far, Haji's been the most active for Reno 1868, doing a lot on that left sideline. And the Galaxy have been somewhat on their heels here. Another corner coming up for Reno.
You can see Los Dos man marking in the box. It's played short for Fuentes. Cleared away by Gallagher. But the ball still remains. Whipped in nicely. Fittis with a good clearance. That Vomsteeg nearly spills into his own net. Strange sequence for Los Dos, which results in another Reno corner.
Yeah, here on the replay, you see the deflection by Fittis. The ball bounces, and Vomsteeg almost puts that in. Wow, that was close.
And the in-swinger comes in, makes its way all the way to the penalty spot, but in the end, falls comfortably for Justin Vomsteeg.
Yeah, Vomsteeg let that ball bounce on this last opportunity. Luckily, the ball goes right into his arms, but it could have been 2-0 Reno.
Hernandez. Fittis plays Kriniak, who thought Hernandez was making a run, but he was not. Good idea. Reno in no hurry to move the ball up the field, as Los Dos is fine letting them walk it up midfield.
I'm a little surprised with the Galaxy not pressuring the exit of Reno, something that we saw most of this year, so a little bit of different strategy under new head coach, Junior Gonzalez.
(1868) with a nice bit of possession. Out wide for Clementa. Nice through ball for Lacroix. Lacroix sends his ball back post for Musovski, who's trying to track it down. Justin Fittis doing a fine job and earning a Los Dos throw in.
And great defense by Fittis. Fittis has been the most solid player, in my opinion, for the Galaxy in this game. Very active defensively.
Williams playing with his back to goal, lays it off for Kriniak, who can't quite control. It'll be Seymour off and running. Second ball falls for Herzog. Now Haji lays it off for the 17-year-old Fuentes. Homegrown from the Earthquakes, does well. Sends a deep cross in, which out of bounds for a Los Dos goal kick.
Once again, the offense created there by Haji, finding Fuentes on a nice through ball.
Fans follow the LA Galaxy and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. 24th minute here in Carson. Los Dos find themselves down a goal to Reno 1868 FC. It was a Danny Musovski deflected shot that got past Justin Vomsteeg. And Los Dos find themselves chasing this game.
Yeah, Reno's played a very good game here on the road defensively and have created a lot of opportunities. Luckily, the Galaxy are only down 1-0 because Reno has been the better team.
Herzog tries to hold it up, cannot. Once again, nice job by LA Galaxy 2 defense.
Once again, a nice close out there from Seymour as Hernandez was trying to create a counter.
Seymour, the 27-year-old from Colorado Springs, making his 13th start here tonight. Played his college ball at Oregon State. So maybe him and Don Chalao has some things to talk about after the game. Cleared away, but not as far as Lacroix. 25-year-old from New Jersey. Pretty exciting player. 2 goals, 3 assists on the year, making his 19th start tonight. As he tries to cut it in on Chalao. Augie Williams putting in some work up top by himself. .68 set the throw in on the far side.
Nice play by Fittis to win the throw in.
Nice job from Reno D. Bottling up Williams, earning themselves a throw in. Ball's played all the way back for Clementa, and now Duke Lacroix. Him and Haji have had a nice relationship so far. Once again, here's Lacroix, lays it off for Herzog, who whiffs, and then it's Fuentes who hits it right at Vomsteeg, but Vomsteeg is up to the challenge with a fine save.
And great opportunity for Reno. Take a look at the replay. Lacroix puts it in, and Fuentes takes a shot. Big stop by Vomsteeg.
Some really nice combination play by Fuentes and Gleedle on that far side. In the end, it's offside. And Los Dos will regain possession here in the 27th minute.
It's the first real time we've heard Fuentes' name being called, the 17-year-old. Him and Ankanyeri have been quiet so far. Reno almost made it 2-0.
Justin Vomsteeg is big, and he definitely made himself big on that save, coming off his line and cutting off the angle. Maybe a little fortunate. Fuentes' shot was right at him, but nonetheless, nice to get that save early in this game, maybe settle in for the goalkeeper.
And that's another turnover for the Galaxy off a throw-in. We've seen a lot of those, unfortunately, tonight for the Galaxy. Haven't really been coordinated on those throw-ins as a team, and they're just giving the ball right back to Reno.
Bersano plays short. Now we're seeing a little bit more pressure here from Los Dos as they pick up their man higher up the field. It'll be Lacroix by himself on this near touch line in front of the Reno bench. Once again, it's Lacroix and Haji looking to do work on this left-hand side. And a shot, Musovski's shot goes well wide, out for a goal kick. Ball took a little hop there.
Yeah, that shot was created by a nice little pass from Haji as he dropped it in there. Just it's been a great effort so far for Siad Haji.
Vomsteeg.
Take a look at the replay, nice bit of skill. Puts it in right there.
Schultz, Hilliard Arce, Gallagher, Fittis. Everyone on the back line getting a touch. Ball kicked out for a Reno throw. As you can see, Carroll and Clementa. 28-year-old Clementa, 25-year-old Carroll, some experience from those two center backs. Clementa only making his 6th start, whereas Zach Carroll making his 19th. Nate Schultz with a push in the back to Duke Lacroix.
And luckily he didn't pick up a yellow, or we'll see if referee's gonna give him a talking to here. Was a push from behind, as you saw in the replay.
Clementa stands over Michael Radchick. Has had quite a few conversations with both teams. Only 30 minutes into this match, and he's probably had 5 or 6 conversations, has Michael Radchick. Clementa finding himself pretty far up the field. Seymour in for Haji. Lacroix, 1v1 versus Schultz. Schultz does well. Walker helps him out. Ball gets deflected all the way back to Vomsteeg.
And Vomsteeg was on his toes there to pick it up, as the ball was deflected right back into his own box.
Gallagher looking for someone, anyone. Tries to find Ernesto Walker, cannot. And another quick turnover by Los Dos.
And about 30 minutes or so into the game, Galaxy have been unable to really do much in the midfield. Ernesto Walker and Carlos Harvey have not really done their job as center midfielders, and that's what's really been the difference here tonight.
Clementa. Haji can't handle the entry pass as Schultz looks for Williams, who does a nice job chesting it down. Looks like he was fouled by Seymour, but ref says play on. And now Gleedle looking for someone to pass to. He finds Akinieri. High looping cross. Schultz clears out for Walker, who nearly forgets the ball.
It wasn't a good cross from Akinieri, as it went over everybody.
Williams, nice hold up play until he passes it out of bounds. Bit unlucky there for Augustine Williams.
And Nate Schultz didn't get there quick enough. Now Reno is going to go quick here on this throw, and nice throw.
Indeed, Gleedle nearly beating out Gallagher, but Vomsteeg off his line comfortably collects. And now Los Dos forcing the issue. Kriniak on that left-hand side, cuts it back. Left-footed cross, nearly finds Don Chalao. 1868 can't clear. Nate Schultz does well yet again. Chalao. Harvey elects to pull it back for Walker. Those two linked up for a goal last match in Las Vegas. Now Schultz. Seymour doing a nice job showing the strength as he watches the ball go out for a Reno goal kick.
Yeah, Reno overall have great team defense, really not allowing the Galaxy to have any space to create anything. And Seymour has been Reno's most elite defender, as you see him block off Schultz on that play.
Soccer fans, join the party at Dignity Health Sports Park on Wednesday, August 14th at 7:30 p.m. to cheer on Jonathan Dos Santos, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Joe Corona and the rest of your LA Galaxy as they face off against FC Dallas. Get your tickets now at lagalaxy.com/tickets. 34 minutes gone here in Carson. Los Dos trail Reno 1868 by a goal to nil. Unlucky break in the 10th minute. Saw 1868 go ahead as they search for a second before halftime. Corey Herzog plays it for Haji. Seymour. All the way out for Akanyeri. Captain Carroll plays it wide for Clementa. Haji plays a nice ball in. Cleared away well by Carlos Harvey. Carroll dumps it into the corner well for Akanyeri. What can he do with it? Looking to get to the end line and find a cross. Defended well by Fittis. Ernesto Walker can't clear it. And Musovski doing some good work on the ball. Ball comes all the way out for Haji.
Walker, come on, wake the fuck up!
Los Dos defense doing well.
And Hilliard Arce just said he cleared away there as the Reno pressure continues.
Lacroix, Herzog. Nice switch over for Akanyeri. Puts in a nice ball for Gleedle. Goes over the head, cleared away by Gallagher. And Williams tries to chest down. Another tough entry pass, can't quite control, and it'll be Carlos Harvey's taken out by Seymour. Ref says play on. Now Don Chalau is ran off the ball by Duke Lacroix.
Great defense from Lacroix, and here comes Reno. Nice run by Herzog.
Sam Gleedle dicing his way through the midfield, gets taken out. But once again, referee says play on, and rightfully so. Advantage goes Reno's way, but they cannot control the nice cross. It looked like Musovski was in on goal there, but Los Dos dodge one here in the 37th minute.
Yeah, nice run by Gleedle. He finds Herzog open, and Herzog with a great idea to cross it up, but some contact, referee decides not to call anything.
Now once again, it's Gleedle and Fuentes. You can see the pace of Gleedle. Hernandez. Two Reno defenders finally take it away from Hernandez. Hernandez can't find anyone to pass it to. And a foul is called.
Good call from the referee as Hernandez grabbed a Reno player. Once again, Seymour in midfield recovering the ball for Reno 1868.
And once again, Michael Radchik having a conversation, this time with Michael Gallagher.
Yeah, Hernandez lucky not to pick up a yellow on that foul as he threw the Reno player on the ground.
.1868 happy to just pass it around the back, up a goal, on the road. Definitely no need to force the issue as Haji and Musovski team up. Fuentes. Ball goes back and forth, cleared away by the Galaxy, but ball finds its way back to Vom Stieg as he looks to play it out of the back to Schultz.
Yeah, he doesn't have much space to throw it out with the high pressure from Reno, not allowing the Galaxy to have a comfortable exit out of their own zone. That's just a great, pressure by the Reno team.
Los Dos having trouble stringing together a few passes. This game is very choppy. Williams does well to hold the ball up. Looked like he was fouled, but in fact, the call goes against him. Fuentes earns Reno the free kick.
And you take a look at the replay. Referee decides to give it to Reno.
Seymour. Plenty of time and space. Ball gets played into the corner. Fittis does well. Augustine Williams, 1v1 versus Clementa. In the end, Clementa does well to take it off his foot. And Harvey plays in Chalao. And it falls to Walker, who blasted straight at Bersano. Ernesto Walker with a rocket straight at Matt Bersano. And now Reno look to counter. Beautiful pass by Fuentes, finds Masovsky, who rounds Vomsteeg. But Vomsteeg coming off his line, forcing Musovsky to go wide. Nice job by Justin Vomsteeg.
Yeah, what a sequence of events there. First, of course, Ernesto Walker with a huge opportunity, a big stop from Bersano. Could have tied up the game. We'll take a look at the replay. Big save from Bersano. And then that's another look, is a nice save from Bersano. But what I was really shocked with was a nice pass from Gilbert Fuentes, a 17-year-old, finding number 9, Masovsky. What a great pass from the young kid.
Hilliard Arce heads it away for Lacroix. There's Hilliard Arce again, disrupting the entry pass. Hernandez looked like he was fouled, and a foul was called.
And we'll see if the referee decides to give a card or does not. Will just be a free kick for the Galaxy.
Well, fans, tune in to ESPN3 on July 24th at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a special afternoon edition of Wednesday Night Soccer. The surging Reno 1868 FC storms into Orange County to meet OCS Seaside, looking to climb closer to a playoff spot. See it July 24th at 1 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN3. 42nd minute here in Carson. Reno 1868 hold a goal advantage over Los Dos. Galaxy 2, though, looking better over the last 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, almost tied up the game with a great chance from Walker.
Harvey sends a long ball that Koriniak just can't control. And Reno 1868 give it away to Ernesto Walker, but he does the same right back.
And Musovsky steals it away. Now he finds Haji.
Again, Reno 1868 perfectly okay with passing along the back. Up a goal on the road. No need to go forward. Gonna make Los Dos chase them. Try and expend their opponent's energy, letting the ball do the work. Clementa.
And Reno really can pass the ball around, as we've seen here in this first half. It's a team that knows how to control the ball and can find spaces to create plays.
Third in the Western Conference is Reno 1868.
Nice pass from Fuentes.
And a good ball to the back post. Schultz flicks it on, but not as far as Haji. Now Lacroix chips it to the back post. Too high for everyone. Ball out for a Los Dos throw in. No team really establishing themselves in that midfield. Ball going back and forth. Not a lot of possession. At this point, Reno 1868 looking to make this game a little ugly.
And Reno has, of course, found a timely goal with that deflection. Could have maybe got a second. Galaxy had a clear chance to tie up the game on the Jose Hernandez free kick, and then Ernesto Walker on a rebound took the shot, and a nice save from Bersano.
Now Williams and Harvey. Williams had a streaking Hernandez that looked like a for sure 1v1 opportunity. How referee doesn't reach into his book and pull a yellow on that, I am not quite sure, and I don't think Junior Gonzalez is sure either, as he's up off the bench looking concerned. Looked like a clear goal scoring opportunity was going to be had there. Nonetheless, about 25 yards away from goal, Los Dos will have an opportunity to level this match before halftime.
A smart foul by Seymour. I think he would have took the yellow, he would have not allowed the Galaxy to have a scoring opportunity, but the ref decides not to give it.
Didn't he play the ball? He grabbed the jersey. It seemed to be pretty clear cut, but here's Hernandez, who chips it to the back post. Nearly found a streaking Hilliard Arce. Definitely a play they've trained before. Nearly came off a good-looking set piece from Los Dos, even though it didn't quite come off.
Added 1 minute here to the first half. As we take a look at the replay, nice little cross from Hernandez. The header is just not executed. It's tough to create a header from that far away from goal.
Now Bersano. Blast one as far as Gallagher. Sends it forward. Augustine Williams forcing Bersano into a decision. Back and forth it goes. Los Dos, Reno, back to Reno. Musovski now. Does a nice job, but Hilliard Arce does an even nicer one, as Fuentes lines one up and earns Reno a corner right before the break.
And a little surprised the ref is going to allow this corner kick to take place. That play looked like it might have happened right at the 46th minute. So, last chance for Reno.
Last sequence of the first half here in Carson. It'll be Haji with the outswinger. Nearly finds its way all the way to Clementa. And there you have it. After 45 minutes, Los Dos trail Reno 1868 FC 1-0. We'll get you caught up on USL standings, storylines, and highlights after this short break. Keep it here on ESPN Plus.
Beers and $2 tacos. Be sure to stop by Soccer Fest to take advantage.
Lacroix and Duke Lacroix. This is dangerous, headed on frame. It is a goal for Orange County. And Corey Herzog, and he perfectly places it. Hit toward the back post, in the air and through. Orange County. Reese Williams with some space. Williams curls it inside the 18. Knocker attempted a beautiful strike on the bicycle for Lansing Ignite FC. Absolutely incredible. Elma N4. Are you kidding me? Going long distance, trying to connect with Sayone. And he puts it in the back of the net from long distance. Sending it forward. Here's another opportunity. And boy, you back of the net. That is what they've been looking to do all night long. 91st minute. We are tied at one apiece. Here's Mintz again. Mintz gets cross to the top of the knee. Moshomani left foot. Beautiful strike. Tumi Moshomani. Here comes North Texas on the attack. The strike and a goal.
Is this the moment? Jose Angulo! Dillon Stadium alive again! Martinez! What a way to secure a hat trick! Douglas Martinez taking the spotlight!
Is to keep it out, does the 17-year-old. Looked like it hit the heel of Forrester. And the Bold have the answer moments later. Guess who? Tierpak. Cervantes got the early rounds against the super sub. There's bodies up there. There's bodies up there. Let's see this. This is where he shines. Cross that in, lets it through. Here's Partey! Can you believe that? What a strike! His second on the year.
Kobayashi trying to pick it up Ryan Wright. Wright breaks it down. Wright puts it in!
We respect the past.
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Welcome back to USL Championship on ESPN Plus in Carson, Los Dos Trail, Reno, 1868, 1-0. It was an own goal. Michael Gallagher own goal in the 9th minute, which brings us to our score line. And let's take a look at the championship standings, shall we, Mike? And what sticks out at you as we look through the table?
We've got Phoenix Rising at the top with 38 points, plus 29 goal differential. Reno, second, 35. Fresno, 3, 34 points. Austin, fourth, 29. And we have Portland, number 5, with 28. Also, El Paso with 28 points, number 6. Number 7, we have El Monarchs, 27. Number 8, Sacramento with 26. New Mexico, 9 with 26 points as well. And number 10, OKC also with 26. These last 3 teams all separated by their wins, which is the first tiebreaker in the USL.
And we know Los Dos is sitting on 23 points, so only 3 points away from that playoff spot. And we take a look at some of the scores around USL. Or we can also talk about the storylines happening here in Carson. As we talked about in the pregame, Frank Lopez loaned to San Antonio FC. Big question is, who's going to step up in his absence? So far, we don't have an answer for you as we are scoreless in this one. And Phoenix Rising, what can you say about them? 11 straight, the hottest team, quite frankly, in North America. Unbelievable what they've been doing this season. Just a big, big compliment to Rick Chance and everyone down in Tempe. Well, much to get to in this one. We're going to step aside and come back and take a look at some out-of-town scores. Make sure you keep it here, right here on ESPN Plus.
We respect the past.
And chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Welcome back to USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Here in Carson after 45, Los Dos trail Reno 1868 FC by a score of 1-0. Let's take a look at some of those out-of-town scores as it's a busy night. As always, our Saturday nights around USL. Mike, take us through some of these score lines, would you?
Indy 11 defeating Loudon United 2-0. Ottawa Fury defeating Swope Park Rangers 4-0. Tampa Bay defeating St. Louis 4-1. Bethlehem Steel defeating Louisville City 1-0. Pittsburgh defeating North Carolina 1-0. And then Birmingham Legion defeating Atlanta United 4-0. And that was the first page here of the out-of-town scoreboard. Very busy night. Here's the second page. Colorado Switchbacks defeating OKC 1-0. Rio Grande Valley defeating Sacramento 2-1. Orange County and San Antonio FC are currently tied scoreless at halftime. Memphis and New York Red Bulls tied at 2. Final score. And then El Paso and Real Monarchs are scoreless in the 65th minute. And then just up the road on the 99, Fresno is defeating Portland Timbers 1-0. That is only in the 30th minute. So very busy night in the USL Championship.
And like we mentioned here, Los Dos down a goal. Came in the 10th minute, did the own goal against Michael Gallagher. That's how Reno finds themselves with the goal advantage. Let's take a look at some of those moving pictures. There weren't a ton of highlights in that first half, but there were enough. Both teams had their chances, but in the end, it was Reno finding some luck, Mike.
Yeah, this first chance that we have here is Kai Kareniak with a shot. Nice save from Bersano. And then here's another run from Kai Kareniak, trying to find Augie Williams, just goes a little too far. The Jose Hernandez free kick that just goes wide, it grazes the outside of the net. And now here's a Reno chance, a goal that was created, an own goal by Michael Gallagher. Haji finds number 9, Musowski, and it flex, and it goes into the net. And this is another chance here for Ernesto Walker, taking a save by Bersano, as the Galaxy almost tied it up right there.
And there you have it. Los Dos down at the break. Interim head coach Junior Gonzalez, first ever match here with Los Dos, has 45 minutes to try and get it right. As we take a look at the upcoming schedules for both teams, And quite frankly, both teams have a busy road ahead as the teams have some difficult games as we take a look here, Mike.
Yeah,
Reno, some tough matches ahead for both teams.
Yeah, Reno will be heading to Orange County Wednesday afternoon, and then next Saturday night they'll be hosting Colorado Schwitzbacks. Then they'll head to Rio Grande, then they'll host San Antonio, and then they'll head to Phoenix late in August for Reno 1868. So three of the next 5 games are on the road for this team that's in second place in the Western Conference. We'll get a chance. We'll take a look at the LA Galaxy 2 schedule, as here it is. On Wednesday night, they'll be going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then next Sunday night, they'll be heading to Portland Timbers 2. In a couple weeks, they'll be hosting Phoenix, and then on August 10th and August 17th, they'll be going to Austin and New Mexico, respectively.
And second half kickoff approaching. We'll get that to you right after this break. Welcome back to Carson at Dignity Health Sports Park Track and Field Stadium, where Los Dos trail Reno 1868 1-0. An uphill climb here for Los Dos in the second half. Be interesting to see how Junior Gonzalez, interim head coach, approaches these next 45.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Galaxy continue to pressure the Reno exit. See if they can do that. I know that's their signature of this team. They really like to pressure and make the team feel uncomfortable, and they should. They're at home. You know, you got to take advantage of that. Trailing 1-0. We'll see what they can do.
As Reno 1868 set to kick off. They'll be going now left to right. Galaxy and their all whites will be going right to left. A nice crowd on hand here at the Track and Field Stadium. Obviously, fans still incredibly thrilled with last night's LA Galaxy victory over LAFC. And it's nice to see the fans turn out here for Los Dos as the second half is underway here in Carson.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out number 29, Jacob Akinyeri, checked out, and number 84, Seth Kasipi, checked in for Reno 1868. So first sub of the game for Reno. Galaxy still have all their substitutes.
Bit of an interesting substitution considering they have a goal advantage, bringing on Seth Kasipi. An attack-minded player, actually leads the championship in chances created with 66. So some more attacking prowess here for Reno 1868 now with Seth Kasipi on.
And Jacob Akinyeri got some good experience, the 17-year-old, in those 45 minutes that he appeared for Reno 1868.
And an early foul. Head referee Michael Ratchick's been busy this evening. Not too many yellow cards, but definitely a lot of individual conversations. He's got a pretty good hold on this game, to be fair. Now Reno, through their captain, Zach Carroll, thumps it into the corner. Looking for Danny Musovski, the 23-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. In his 5th start of the season, his 13th appearance, has just 2 goals on the season, does Danny Musovski, the number 9 for Reno 1868.
And Musovski's been the most dangerous player up top for Reno 1868, along with Hadji.
Vomsteeg. Nice goal kick to Kriniak. Plays it inbounds and earns Los Dos. A throw in here on this near side. Be interesting to see what substitution Los Dos decide to go with later in this half. Schultz. Chilau. Stopping and turning and accelerating. Nice run there, but Chilau ran out of real estate.
Yeah, Lacroix stayed with him and ran along with Chilau. That was a great defense there by the Reno 1868 midfielder.
And a nice pass by Fuentes. Finds Musovski, who finds Hadji now on the right-hand side. Cuts it back, wants to cut it back to that left, it looked like. It looks like Justin Fittis is up to the task and does very well clearing that ball away. But Sam Gleadle regains possession. Gleadle started to find some rhythm towards the end of that first half. Turns it over for Williams, who leads Kriniak out of bounds. That's twice on the night that Williams' short passes haven't been quite on the mark. Reno regains possession.
Yeah, that pass, that last play, the ball just went too far for Kriniak. It was a good idea as the Galaxy were trying to catch Reno on a counter.
Now Seth Kasipli, the 25-year-old from San Diego. 3 goals, 4 assists on the year. This is his. He's played in every match. Actually, this is the first match he has not started. As we mentioned, number 1 in USL and chances created was 66. So Galaxy backline are going to have their eyes out for Seth Kasipli. Hernandez lays it off nicely. It'll be Carlos Harvey who can't find Williams. Williams and Seymour get tangled up. Referee says play on. And Reno 1868 clears their lines as Corey Herzog gives Justin Vomsteeg a little pressure. The 17-year-old Fuentes, number 24 in that Reno midfield, has shown quite well for himself on the evening. The homegrown product from the Earthquakes. Ernesto Walker has that size and strength advantage. No matter what team he comes up against in USL, you won't find many bigger than Ernesto Walker occupying the midfield. There'll be a Reno throw-in on that far side, Mike.
Yeah, that was a nice attempt there by Chilau, trying to find his right midfielder. Unfortunately, does not lead to anything on that no-look pass. Take a look at the replay. There's a bit of skill of Chilau.
And the ball sent long for Herzog. Plays it for Musovski, who can't control it, and there's Ernesto Walker winning that duel. Carlos Harvey.
I would just like to see Harvey move a little faster there, like on that play, just to find his players on a counter, as here comes the Galaxy.
Fittis making a run all the way down this left-hand side, makes it all the way to the end line. Nearly earns Los Dos a corner, but well defended by Reno. As the ball goes off of Musovski for a Los Dos throw.
And Galaxy had to try to take advantage of this choppy start by Reno in the second half. They've been giving the ball away. So they can try to tie up this game.
Chalao working on Lacroix, who does well. That'll be Fuentes now galloping down the center of the park. Plays it in for Lacroix. Finds Fuentes, top of the 18. Plays it back for Seymour. This is where Sam Gleadle is dangerous. Defended well by Carlos Harvey. All the way back to Carroll. Comenta. Fuentes and Kasipli link up. Now it's Musovski. Fuentes turns it over. Ernesto Walker for his countryman Harvey. Nice turn and burn there by Kai Koreniuk, who earns the foul. And it'll be a yellow card issued to Sam Gleadle, as he had to force a tactical foul as Koreniuk was off to the races.
You saw on the replay there, yellow card well earned by Sam Gleadle. Surprisingly, of course, Will Seymour did a play like that back in the first half, and the center referee decided not to call a yellow, but this time does. So 2 yellows for Reno, 1 for LA Galaxy 2.
Michael Gallagher standing over this free kick as you take a look at the replay. Just an easy call there for the center referee. Now Gallagher puts one in the box for Williams, who does well to knock it down. And Carlos Harvey looking for that far top corner and didn't miss by a whole lot.
Yeah, Harvey did a good job there to create some space, using some skill and to create a shot. Unfortunately goes wide, and Reno still leads 1-0.
Herzog, dangerous slide tackle after a loose first touch. Normally gets you into trouble, which it did. That could have been dangerous there from Corey Herzog. Los Dos need to start forcing the issue.
Nice defense there from Fuentes. Now he's, of course, picked up a foul. The 17-year-old is not letting Galaxy really create some space there on that left sideline as he fouled number 67 of the LA Galaxy. It'll be a free kick coming up, and of course, Reno leads 1-0. This could be a great opportunity for them in the 55th minute.
It looks like Hernandez is standing over it yet again, the 23-year-old from Mexico City, making his 11th start. Let's see if he can whip in a dangerous ball, earn himself an assist. Ball goes in. Looks like the play is going to get called back as referee wasn't quite ready. Los Dos have 6 players inside the box. Here comes the cross. Finds Williams on the back post. It drops. Gallagher sends it once again to the back post and out for a Reno goal kick.
Unfortunately, not a good cross there for Michael Gallagher on that second attempt on that free kick. As take a look at the replay. This ball went into the box. So Gallagher picks it up here. Just not a good cross. Doesn't get to anybody.
And a tough foul. What looked like a tough foul is a no call. Kai Koreniuk gets up and brushes himself off.
And Koreniuk's been on the floor a lot in this game. Just got fouled by Gleadle again. Of course, Gleadle just picked up a yellow just a few minutes ago, so it would have been a tough decision for the referee had he called a foul.
Koreniuk and Hernandez with a nice 1-2 through midfield. Sprayed now wide for Chalao. Whips in a pretty dangerous ball, but cleared away easily by Carroll. and Herzog. Endless amounts of energy. Corey Herzog always running, always pressuring, being a thorn in every defense he comes up against. And has 9 goals, 4 assists on the season to show for it. Sam Gleadle. Seymour finds Kasipli. Kasipli moving all from one side of the field to the other. Reno in no hurry. Seymour. Musovski plays it into the corner. Be Nate Schultz out there to defend. And it's Don Chalao who comes back and helps out Schultz. As an outside back, you're always happy when your midfielder comes back to give you a hand, as Don Chalao did there.
You saw Kasipli created a chance there with a nice pass to himself. Doesn't lead to much here for Reno, as Reno's starting to go back into their style of play, which is trying to control the ball. We take a look at the replay. As see Chalao with a back heel pass.
Well, we got a second. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for LA Galaxy and then click follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on LA Galaxy's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. 59 minutes here in Carson at Dignity Health Sports Park Track and Field Stadium. Los Dos find themselves down a goal to Reno 1868, but Augie Williams with the shot straight at Matt Bersano. I'd like to see Augie Williams maybe take another touch or two and put Matt Bersano under a little more pressure.
Yeah, you saw that created by a turnover that Reno did in midfield. Augie Williams picks it up and ran with the ball. Fortunately, the shot was just not, didn't have enough power for really to create a chance. Bersano was in a good position and made a nice stop.
Gleadle. The Englishman, Sam Gleadle. Time running out on Los Dos to find an equalizer. Still 30 minutes so far in this second half. It's been Reno 1868 with the majority of the possession. Now Los Dos trying to break. Schultz on that far side. Don Chalao making a nice run. Schultz plays him in a little too far. It's cleared out by Clementa for a Los Dos throw in.
Galaxy trying to go quick, although it looks like there'll be the second substitute coming up for Reno 1868. This will see number 40 check in here for number Raul Mendiola will be checking in here for Reno 1868, as we'll see their second substitute for this team.
And those here in Carson remember Raul Mendiola from his time here with the LA Galaxy Academy, of course LA Galaxy 2, and even some time with the first team. Nice to see Raul Mendiola back here in Carson. Mendiola has 4 goals, 3 assists on the year. LA Galaxy 2 need to get something going. Koriniak plays Ernesto Walker, who's a little slow getting that ball from out under his feet. Reno clears it away as Fidis gives it right back to Musovski. Gleadle plenty of time and space, but gives it right to Augie Williams, who's got Chalao on his right. He elects to shoot and misses just wide. Good effort and run from Augustine Williams.
Yeah, nice run by Augie Williams. This time a nice shot with a lot of power. Used all his speed, but unfortunately the shot just goes wide. There'd been no way that Bersano would have made a stop on that. Nice run by Augie.
Reno maintaining possession. Gleedle.
Just want to point out Haji is the one that checked out for Reno 1868. Of course, was the most dangerous player for me in the first half of Reno. So we'll see how Mendiola fits in here with this Reno 1868 team.
(1868) trying to play in Musovski. Cleared away nicely, and now Los Dos trying to break, but once again, a loose intermediate pass is easily turned over to Reno.
LA Galaxy 2 will make their first substitute. We'll see number 30, Don Chilao, checking out, and number 53, Jorge Hernandez, checking in for the Galaxy. LA Galaxy 2, this was their first sub of the night. Still got 2 left, while Reno just has 1. So we'll see what Jorge Hernandez can do for the Galaxy, as they desperately need some opportunities as they trail 1-0 at home.
Junior Gonzalez looking for some creativity off the bench, hoping his substitutions can provide a spark. Meanwhile, Reno 1868 moving up the field and into the area. Dangerous sequence here as Fuentes is on top of it, elects to play it back for Gleedle, who switches it for Kasipli. Looked like he was fouled, and indeed he was. It'll be a dangerous free kick oncoming for Justin Vomsteeg and Los Dos.
And you take a look at the replay. It's a clear foul by Augie Williams. Luckily did not pick up a yellow. It's a push from behind. So Reno has a dangerous opportunity here. Have a lot of size on that back line. Galaxy have to be on their toes. They do not want to give up a second goal this late in the game.
You see a man marking happening inside the 18. Looks like there's a few players occupying some zones. Everyone else is man marked. Here comes the free kick, driven low by Kasipli. Well done by Vomsteeg to collect.
Yeah, nice save by Vomsteeg. Luckily, that ball did not take a deflection, as there was a lot of bodies in that box. As you take a look at the replay, Kasipli with a shot, just trying to get something to go off and maybe go in the net. Nice save by Vomsteeg.
And yet another chance created there by Seth Kasipli. Koriniuk just passes it right to Sam Gleedle.
And Gleedle's been very active here in the second half. Of course, picked up a yellow, almost picked up maybe a second yellow, but he's been very aggressive here for Reno on the defensive end. That is what you need here on the road when you're up ahead by a goal.
Fittis in a bind. Plays it for Williams, who finds Koriniuk, who's in on goal. With the right foot, hits the inside of the post and comes directly back out. Hard to imagine how that ball was hit into the far corner, but yet popped directly straight back out.
Look at the replay. Koriniuk did everything right, but put the ball in the net. Usually a shot like that, you would expect it to bounce off the inside of the post into the net, but it actually bounced out. Just unfortunate. It just hasn't been the Galaxy's night so far, giving up an unfortunate old goal. And now Koriniuk, unfortunately, that ball didn't go in.
Extremely unlucky for Kai Koriniuk and Los Dos, as that ball was inches from being in the back of the net. But again, now Hernandez cuts it back, lays it off. Another opportunity for Los Dos, hits the post yet again. Within the span of 2 minutes, Los Dos have hit the post twice. And Reno 1868 continuing to get lucky here in Carson.
Yeah, the referee decided to call a goal kick, but I had thought that ball had taken a deflection. As we take a look at the replay, Hernandez takes the shot, and it does actually take a deflection.
Soccer fans, join the party at Dignity Health Sports Park on Wednesday, August 14th, 7:30 p.m. to cheer on Jonathan Dos Santos, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Joe Corona, and the rest of your LA Galaxy as they face off against FC Dallas. Get your tickets now at lagalaxy.com/tickets. In Carson, from Dignity Health Sports Park Track and Field Stadium, we're in the 68th minute. Los Dos find themselves down a goal to Reno 1868 FC. Still have plenty of time to find the equalizer. They've nearly just scored twice in 2 minutes, but that far left post of Matt Bersano has kept Los Dos out.
Yeah, just unfortunately the Galaxy have been unable to tie up this game. Had 2 clear chances in the last few minutes. Just as the team has started to gain some momentum. Here they come again.
Williams lays it off for Fittis, who finds Kriniak. Cuts it inside, cuts it back, and then back inside again. Gets by Gleedle, but he cannot get as far as Captain Carroll, who puts an end to a really nice Kai Kriniak run.
Yeah, great strength by Carroll to make a great defensive stop. Kraniak's showing a lot of skill to get around Gleedle, but unfortunately it does not lead to a goal.
And you can see the Jets there on Danny Musovski, but in the end defended well by Nate Schultz and the Los Dos back line.
Yeah, Musovski with a nice run there. Looks like he created a corner kick for Reno 1868. You see the run, he runs right through 2 defenders. Schultz gets back and clears it away. And it's actually just going to be a throw-in for Reno 1868.
And the 23-year-old Nate Schultz from Mayfield, Ohio, has had himself a really fine year up until this point, showing again tonight why he's made 18 starts for Los Dos this year. Throw in near side. Williams trying to hold it up, can't. Looked like Gleedle pulled the chair on Williams. Herzog lays it off for Fuentes. Mendiola puts in a nice ball on the far post that finds Kasipli, and he redirects it towards the back post. The visitors now extend their lead, 2-0. Very nice play from Reno 1868.
And you mentioned it, Troy. Kasipli, the player that's created the most chances in USL, gets a goal here to give Reno a 2-0 lead just when the Galaxy looked like they might tie up the game. Just a great header from Kasipli. We'll take a chance when we see the replay right here as Mendiola with an amazing cross into the box, and Kasipli using all of his body to head that in. Had to fall back and head it into the net. Just a very hard header there into the corner, and Reno leads 2-0 with about 20 minutes to go.
Just as I finished complimenting Nate Schultz, he finds himself a little flat-footed on that back post, but still great work there by Seth Kasipli. He had a lot to do to find that back corner. He sent the ball back to where it came from. Just really a beautiful header there by Seth Kasipli. And now a 2-goal advantage for the visitors. Only 20 minutes remain. The uphill just got that much more steeper for Los Dos and Junior Gonzalez,
Substitution for the LA Galaxy.
as Los Dos are set to make another substitution, Mike.
And we see Ernesto Walker checking out for LA Galaxy 2, and number 49, Adrian Vera, will be checking in. So each team is now down to 1 substitute. We'll see what the Galaxy can do here, trailing 2-0.
It'll be a free kick. Gallagher set to send it in to the area. which he does. And it looks like it was cleared away for a corner. And in fact, it was. Good opportunity for Los Dos to try and get one back. It's Hernandez now set to take with that left foot. The in-swinger bounces around, gets cleared away. Once again, ball sent in and cleared away again by Reno, who's done a fine job sending away everything inside the box tonight. And a bit too high and long. It'll be a Reno goal kick. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. 73rd minute here in Carson. Reno 1868 FC find themselves holding a 2-goal advantage over Los Dos. Second game of a 3-game road trip for Reno, where they came from behind in the second half on Wednesday, scored three unanswered goals, and beat Oklahoma City. Still some time here for Los Dos. Fittis trying to cut it back, but again, looks like he ran out of real estate. It'll be a Reno goal kick.
Yeah, he just played that ball too far on that cut, trying to get around the defender. The ball goes out of bounds. So it will be a goal kick coming up, and Reno will take their time here with a 2-0 lead on the road. They have a huge opportunity to get 3 points, so no need to risk it here.
A big come-from-behind win in Oklahoma City on Wednesday. Now a 2-goal advantage here in Carson. And then again on Wednesday, they head down to Orange County to wrap up their 3-game road trip, their longest of the year. Ball finds its way all the way back for Vomsteeg. No need now for Reno to apply pressure, but substitute Seth Kasipli has some energy in those legs.
And Mendiola and Kasipli, the two substitutes, linked up for that second goal. So these subs have paid off for Reno.
Very good point. Ian Russell pulling the strings. Always nice when your substitutes make you look good. Now, Carlos Harvey. Vera. Far side. Now Hernandez. Ooh, nearly. Harvey looking to trap and turn, could not do it. Los Dos have about 15 minutes to try and find themselves 2 goals. They've been in this position before here at home, and we've had some exciting finishes, no question. So still a long ways to go here in Carson. But time running out, no doubt, as Harvey unleashes one from 30. It's blocked. And Koreniuk is in on goal all by himself. Blasts a left foot into the back of the net, and just like that, Galaxy are within a goal.
Yeah, great goal for Kai Koreniuk, who, of course, came so close just about 10 minutes ago to tying up this game. Well-deserved for Kai, who had been the best player for the Galaxy here in the second half. Gotten fouled a lot, but a great goal for Kai Koreniuk to cut this lead in half. We've seen the Galaxy come back all year. This is no surprise, as they are now back in business. Now just trailing by 1 goal with plenty of time to tie this up. As the Galaxy score a great goal here late in this game. They also, looks like they'll be doing their last substitute as well.
Momentum clearly back on Los Dos' side. Let's see if they can take advantage of that in these remaining 15 minutes and change.
And the replay, you can see, nice little pass there from Hernandez to Koreniuk, with a great shot, and it's 2-1 Reno.
Koreniuk learned from his last shot. He pulled the trigger with his right foot. This time He says, nope, I'm just going to blast it with my left. Finds the back of the net. His 5th goal on the season. Finally gets off of that 4-goal mark he's been stuck on for so long. So a good feeling there for Kai Kriniak and Los Dos.
And Jose Hernandez, who picked up the assist, has checked out of the game, and Nick DePue has checked in. So the Galaxy are now out of substitutes here in this game.
Big Nick DePue comes on. Obviously, it's not to see this one out. It's for his big presence on a potential set piece. We'll see if that pays off in moments' time. Be a free kick for Los Dos, as we have 2 balls on the field as Kriniak boots the second one away, and we're set to play here. Gallagher. Vera. Gallagher for Williams. Williams' hold-up play tonight has been very good. Hernandez. Los Dos looking for some options. They finally found some on this near side, but unfortunately the pass cannot be controlled, out for a Reno throw.
Yeah, Michael Gallagher unable to control that, and the ball goes out of bounds, and now Reno has decided to make their final substitute. We will see number 24, the 17-year-old Fuentes will be checking out, and number 10, Lindo Mifeka, will be checking in for Reno 1868.
And the 25-year-old from Durban, South Africa, number 10, Lindo Mfeka, makes his way on. This is his 14th appearance on the year. He has 2 goals and 2 assists, does Mfeka. Reno starting to walk to some of these restarts. Not in much of a hurry. You can't blame them. Up a goal on the road. 12 minutes remain. On Wednesday, it was them coming from behind getting the victory. Let's see if Los Dos can't do the same here at home. Now, nice run in by Schultz. Fittis can't quite find him.
Nice defensive play by Lacroix to steal that away.
Harvey, Megs Herzog, Fittis now. Harvey, a little loose on the touch. Los Dos lucky to maintain possession. Gallagher, Vera. Hilliard Arce now. Schultz gives it away. Here's Mendiola. Plays it back out wide. Reno again, slowly passing the ball around.
And this is when Reno has to show they can hold on to the ball and not allow the Galaxy to create chances. It's going to be very tough, of course. This Galaxy team knows how to come back. They've tied up the game late a few times this season, especially at home. So you know they're going to get some chances here in these next 10 minutes.
Gallagher throws in for Williams. Once again, it'll be a Los Dos throw. Making their way up the touchline. Hilliard Arce takes the space nicely. Finds Harvey, looks like he was fouled. Whistle's blown. Very good opportunity here for Los Dos.
Yeah, it's a little far. Could take a shot here, but it is quite a distance. But the Galaxy have a chance here and maybe create something. Not going to be too many of these left with Reno who are smart, don't commit too many fouls. As of course, the player who just came off the bench, and Becca is the one that created this foul. So here's a chance for the Galaxy.
And about, we'll call it 28 yards away from goal. It's Harvey, who blasts a low one into the wall, comes back out. Schultz sends it back in. The second ball's out there. Cleared away, not as far as Fittis. Finds Hernandez. Ball nearly lands on Vera's foot, but a bit unlucky there.
A nice clearance by Reno. As Galaxy were getting close.
And an arid cross finds the hands of Matt Bersano. Bersano taking his time. Musovski doing his best to hold it up, loses out, and Kasipli commits the foul.
A hard foul by Kasipli, but no card given out. Has been a physical game at times between these two teams.
Gallagher. Big Nick DePew. Nice flick on there for Harvey by Hernandez. Earns Los Dos a free kick. Some savvy play there by Hernandez, Mike.
Yeah, and Clemente doesn't like the call, but it was a very physical play there on that push from behind. The Galaxy won a free kick, and now the ref might even hand a card out to Clemente. He's asking Clemente to walk over. You see the replay, just a very tough tackle there on Harvey. And referee will just give Clemente a talking to. We've seen that most of tonight.
He's given just about everyone a one-on-one talk this evening. Now Galaxy. Free kick from a wide area, sent into the area, and cleared away by Reno. Schultz looking to do work, but it's triple teamed on that far side. Musovski can't get onto it, and now Vera finds Gallagher for Vera. A lot of balls being played square and backwards. Hopefully they start making their way towards Matt Bersano's goal as 6 minutes and change remain.
And Reno with a great defense so far, just pressuring the Galaxy, not letting them feel comfortable as they try to find an opportunity.
Koriniak bottled up on this near side. Now Los Dos. Plenty of space given by Reno. Kasipli on Schultz. Does very well and blocks Schultz cross. Mfeka tries to clear. Musovski can't get it beyond midfield. Los Dos trying to apply the pressure. And almost a dangerous giveaway there by Gallagher, as Gleedle was almost off to the races. Nice job here by Galaxy 2, maintaining possession, trying to find a way through this Reno defense. And the ball stops on the inline there. It's cleared away, but Reno commits the foul on Hilliard Arce.
Not a good foul for Reno here, as they don't want to give the Galaxy more free kicks like this.
even from this 50 yards out, you still have big boys in the box that can cause some damage. This is the reason why Nick Depew was brought in. Let's see if he can get ahead on it. It's played to the back post, cleared away. Hit low, cleared again by 1868. We're off to the races with Herzog and Mendiola on the far left-hand side. Herzog finds him. Mfeka making the nice overlapping run. Mendiola finds him, but Mfeka's shot is wide and out for a Los Dos goal kick.
Not a good shot from Mfeka, as Reno had an opportunity to maybe get a third goal here. Nice run, nice little pass for Mfeka, but a bad shot.
And fans, tune in to ESPN3 on July 24th at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a special afternoon edition of Wednesday Night Soccer. A surging Reno 1868 FC storms into Orange County SC to climb closer to a playoff spot. See it all July 24th at 1 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN3. Minutes remain here in Carson. Los Dos searching for that equalizer. Kai Koriniuk cutting the lead in half 10 minutes ago. We'll see if we have some late game heroics here in Carson. Koriniuk looks to get by Gleedle, earns the throw in, tries to play it fast. Depew. Hilliard Arce. Plays it for Vera. Koriniuk wants to get to that in line. Can he get by Gleedle? He does. He cuts it back though, onto that right foot. He takes the shot, nearly finds the far upper corner. That's the third time we've seen Kai Koriniuk in that position. He scored last time he got into that area. Nearly an equalizer for Kai Koriniuk and Los Dos.
And you see on the replay, the leading goal scorer for the LA Galaxy too, a nice cut there to get around Gleason. The shot goes over the net. It's just been a lot of chances for Koriniuk. He got a goal, but he could have had a couple here tonight so far.
Still some time for Los Dos to get out of here with a possible point. As Herzog gets up slowly, who's put in quite the shift tonight, as he normally does for this Reno team. Gleedle, Mendiola. Herzog played in. Depew gets in front of him and ushers it out for a Galaxy 2 goal kick. And it looked like Big Nick Depew was issued a yellow card for a little something extra at the end of that play on Corey Herzog.
A yellow card issued. Surprisingly, the ref hasn't given up too many cards in this game, so a little surprised they gave it out for that.
Now Vera. Raul Mendiola earns himself a yellow card on a hard tackle on Adrian Vera, as we have 3 minutes added time here at Dignity Health Sports Park Track and Field Stadium.
Huge opportunity for the Galaxy here on this free kick. They're going to push everybody forward to try to tie up this game, as Hernandez will take this free kick.
Be that left foot of Jorge Hernandez. All Galaxy players ready to attack this free kick, as the ball sent in, headed to the back post by Harvey. Looked like maybe there was an offside call or a foul. Either way, it's a Reno free kick.
And offsides on that second header attempt. So Reno's a couple minutes away from getting 3 points. You just got to play smart and not allow the Galaxy to get near their goal in this short amount of time.
About 90 seconds remain here in Carson. Los Dos have found late game dramatics here in Carson many times this season. Looks like there was a hard foul in there on Seth Kasipli that's going to require some attention as we're nearing our allotted added time. I'm sure there'll be some extra now applied.
Yeah, you can see it was a hard foul on Kasipli. So see how much time is added on after the 3 minutes. This will take some time to get Kasipli off the field.
There's not going to be much time after we resume. So Los Dos going to have to give it everything they have these remaining seconds once the ball gets played back in.
The yellow card has been issued out to number 49, Vera, after that tackle. As we have reached the 93rd minute. There'll be about a minute left here in this game after Kasipli comes off.
And it's nice to see, though he's only hopping, still nice to see him get up and manage to get off the field on his own power. Did not look like it felt good.
Of course, the trainer asked for a sub, but Reno is out of substitutes, so they'll have to play with 10 men if Kasipli's unable to come back into this game.
Well, probably only going to be about 60 seconds added on once we get back to it. So will that potential man advantage play a role, as he was off the field and now he's still off the field? Okay.
So 10 men for Reno to try to close out this game. Already reached the 94th minute. We'll see how much time the referee gives.
And now, seconds remain. Ball has to go forward and fast. Koriniuk pushes the ball past Gleadle. Track race to the inline. Cuts it back onto his right foot. Lays it off for Gallagher. Gallagher looks to put a cross into the back post. Schultz is there. He heads it down for Hernandez, who looks to get around the defender. Cannot. A foul is called. It'll be a Reno free kick, and that should just about do it here in Carson. Looks like Los Dos' valiant effort is going to come up just a bit short.
This could be the last play of the game. Maybe one more chance here for the Galaxy.
Kasipli was down on the ground for a minute or two. Surely this has to be the last attempt forward for Los Dos, and it has to be quick. Harvey, not the pass he needed. Ball needs to go into the area. Once again, played out wide. Here comes the cross. Clementa clears, not very far. Infeka doing a good job playing defense.
Got to get everybody in the box here on this last throw-in.
Should be a long throw-in into the box. Let's see if the header can get flicked on. It cannot. It's cleared away by Clementa, and there is the final whistle. In the first match for interim head coach Junior Gonzalez ends in defeat for Los Dos, as 1868 gets all 3 points here in Carson. Lots to digest. We'll break it down after the break. Keep it right here on ESPN+.
We had a wonderful night here at Dignity Health Sports Park, and thank you for spending it with us.
We respect the past.
And chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Here on ESPN Plus, where Reno 1868 FC came into Carson, defeated Los Dos by a score of 2-1. Let's take a look how we came to this final score, as it was Michael Gallagher, unfortunately, in the 9th minute, is in the way of a Reno shot, a Danny Musovski shot that winds up in the back of the net, 1-0 Reno. And then it's Raul Mendiola sending a beautiful ball to the back post, and Seth Kasipley with that nice header. And then Kai Koriniak smashes it into the back of the net, making a game out of this one in the 75th minute, but Los Dos could not find the equalizer. Reno, Mike Nelson played a heck of a game. Your thoughts on their performance tonight?
I think it was a great performance by them. 3 points on the road. They get a couple goals. The substitutes really worked out with Kasipley and Mendiola. They linked up for that second goal. Just a great team effort. They deserve to win this game.
One more break here on ESPN Plus. Mike and I will put a bow on this one after the break.
We respect the past.
And chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Back to Dignity Health Sports Park Track and Field Stadium, where we watched Reno 1868 FC defeat Los Dos by a score of 2-1. Mike Nelson, your thoughts on Los Dos' performance and maybe what they need to do in order to get a result next time out?
I think their performance was good near the end. They showed a lot of fight, scoring a goal. Kai Koriniak especially had a great game tonight in the second half. But unfortunately, I think they need to work a lot on containing certain players. A lot of the Reno players, certain few, especially Haji in the first half, did everything that he wanted, and you can't allow that at home. You got to make sure you play better defense.
Did you see anything different from the team with Junior Gonzalez on the sideline?
Yes, I did. I saw an LA Galaxy that did not pressure much back in the first half when the score was 0-0, or even when they were trailing 1-0. I didn't see that until very late in the game. Of course, that's different from previous games.
Well, we look forward to the next time out at Tulsa for Los Dos. For Mike Nelson, our entire crew, I'm Troy Barty. Once again, our final from Carson, Los Dos 1, Reno 1868 FC 2. Good night, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.